Yep,
and that's
straight into unyielding torment.
Unyielding torment. So this is there's an silent highway off ramp, and then we'll have, I guess, another one come over here and go off that way. So now they can get there, right? And that's straightforward. So this is their way to get in and out, going this way. But we do need some way to get people both in and out going that way. And I don't really know what the traffic rules are here. It sort of looks like they just gave up on painting lines, right? Like they're just like, you know what, we're done.
I want to imagine that the guys that they sent down there to paint the lines, like, took one look at the road, tried to figure out what their instructions said, and then just gave up. They had no idea what to paint.
But there we go. We got people going out. Yeah. So let's pretend for a sec that we care about society. We don't. So. And let's go ahead and make an off ramp here. Can we just bring it over here? Like, if we go up, up, up. Yeah, okay, so, whoa, that's really tall. Okay, so let's go like this. And then, can we just go... We need, like, a freeform tool. Let's go there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, and then we go down one.
Oh, we have one there.
Okay. So, that goes around... Wow, that's a sharp turn right there, huh?
Oh, yeah. And this is highway speed.
Oh, wow. And that immediately forces you to leave. Maybe that's...
Oh, God.
As funny as that is, maybe we'll leave that one alone for a sec.
It's like that one GIF out of the brothel episode of The Simpsons where Grandpa, like, walks in and then he sees Bart is at the reception, just turns immediately around.
Yeah.
It's like, nope.
Did I actually... You know what? You know the reason is because I did this wrong. So let's go ahead and just bulldoze this road, because everybody at home is probably... They've launched everything into orbit, because that's not what you do. But we don't have... This is one way, isn't it? So we could get, like, large roads. We could get, like, a two-way large road, and we'll do it this way, because this will be sufficient. Right? And then we'll walk it up right there. There we go. Wow, once again, a truly confusing intersection awaits you. But that's two-way.
God help anyone that takes the ramp.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's on theme. Part of the original reason I went for this theme is just because, like, the traffic situations can get so dire. So dire. We can go there. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. And then we can go, like... I mean, that's not fine, actually. That's terrible. But we can immediately go here. Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. We're gonna have to go up higher.
That looks pretty effective.
Can we get it through? Can we get it through? Yes! This is amazing.
Oh, God. It looks like really, 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 really bad quality heart surgery.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So that should, especially if we just, like, so here's the thing we can do to, like, update the traffic engine. This is a little secret I know about the game engine, is that it caches traffic routes. For those of you who don't know, it caches traffic routes. There you go. Okay. Wow, look at them go. So now they're going to all leave that way, right? And a bunch of stuff's going to delete for a sec while it recalculates its routes. But in the meantime, everybody who was there and couldn't recalculate their routes is figuring it out by going over there. So we've diverted a lot of the traffic to where it needs to be. You can still see there's a ton of traffic that's just going off into the void there because it can't find a route yet. But once we rebuild this road, then it should force recalculation of those routes as well. Yeah, there we go. And that should be fairly good. So we still have some traffic there, but it's not going to be nearly so bad because a lot of traffic has been rerouted there. In particular, exit traffic. Wow, look at that. That's fine. It seems perfectly fine to me. The slope here complicates matters quite a bit. Right? No, I mean, this is great, right? Now you understand how excited I am about this?
There is nothing there but pain.
It's traffic-oriented madness. Well, in fact, so what should we call this? I was thinking maybe the madness.
How about the aorta?
Oh, wow. Either that or it's kind of like, I mean, fallopian tubes?
Yeah, but we can't name it fallopian tubes. That's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, how about that? The aorta or FT?
Yeah, that'll do. Could go wrong.
Yeah.
What else could go wrong?
Yeah, and so Oberon's demise is not thriving just yet. I think mostly because the sheer amount of, like, you look at what these people's problem are. They're saying not enough workers, and what they're really missing out on is uneducated workers. And, like, unfortunately, there's such good educational coverage in Absolute Despair because this is sort of the best part of Absolute Despair is everyone's incredibly overeducated for the types of work that are available. So, you know, that seems fine, I think.
Fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess we need to build. I guess there's nothing stopping us from. Oh wait, are we running out of power? I mean, as metal as that is, it won't do because people will leave. Yeah, we're starting to get into a bad place with power. But we could build an oil power plant. So we could build more of these advanced wind turbines or oil power plants. What do you think?
I think probably oil will do the best trick over here.
Yeah, you know, I agree. So we can put the oil over here by all the garbage dumps, and then once we start making oil, like the trucks will literally go right up here and, you know, toss the oil directly into a pit, like a pit full of those who have given up on life in Unyielding Torment. Unyielding Torment. It'll be great. So let's go ahead and just, you know, make another nice, it's like a lovely Park Avenue road. Right to here. And then let's just put put it right there, I think. That's going to be beautiful. People who are like do optimization for this game are just going to be looking at this like, you are terrible. That's fine.
You are insane, and what's more, I shall not vote for you in the next election.
That's fine. I'm not running. All right, so then we'll just go like this. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to. How about this? Why can't we do this? Oh, is it because I see why? There's a road on that starting point, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, whatever. So we go right here. We can't get this across the dang roads. That's so tedious. How is that fun, game? Fine. Well, you know what we're going to do? Well, actually, we can't even do that. Fine. I see what we're doing. And we'll have it go right there. Right by those people's house.
I'm sure.
They're like, okay, this is fine. It's like, well, I mean, it has marginally improved the view by obscuring the strange sludge. I mean, look at that. Does that look wholesome?
It looks like it probably would vote for you in the next election.
I mean, yeah, so check this out. Like, you could see, like, the difference in water, right? Like, there's a line right there from which no mariner may cross and return. Right, this is the end of days right here. The worst part is that I was originally hoping to kind of isolate it up in here and just make everybody live around here, but it's getting caught in the current of the river. What a great city! I would think that I'm dreaming if I didn't know otherwise. You see, Robert Mason there is a member of Robert Mason's a member of the Absolute Despair Misinformation and Infowar Society. He goes on Twitter, yeah, and he lies professionally, and for that he gets to live out he got to move past the class divide.
That seems sufficiently terrible for it to happen here.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's real. It's very real. So let's go ahead and make some more terrible places to live, because I think people need terrible places to live at this stage of the game. We just need a lot more people. So let's go ahead and pause, and then we'll get to the thing. So, I mean, like, when you think of an urban hellscape, what is it you think of most? Like, is there something that you think of as the most urban of hellscapes?
Either Middlesbrough or Detroit.
Sure, but, like, what does that entail? Like, what specifically is an urban hellscape about it?
Everyone is too poor to leave.
Okay.
Buildings are collapsing, but there's not enough money to put more up, and then people just cannot leave, because their jobs there are so terrible because no one can find work.
Well, that's pretty grim, I gotta tell you. Thanks for bringing the mood down. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you asked.
I did, actually. In fact, I like this idea. So how can we make them so poor that they can't leave? That's really my thought. I'm like the dude from... I don't know if this is as big a deal where you live as it is where I live, but every Christmas they have that dude from It's a Wonderful Life. And it's the dude, it's like the story...
I've heard of that movie, but I don't think we get it quite as often over here.
Like, it's played about 1,000,000 times. It's sort of like a, hey, don't commit suicide. In fact, your life is wonderful because people appreciate you. That's, like, literally the message. And, I mean, it's basically a guy who's going to commit suicide, and then the Grim Reaper comes along and guilts him into not committing suicide, which I sort of feel like is... I mean, it's fine, I guess.
That seems like a mixed message.
Well, yeah, I mean, like... It's sort of a... That is actually really the theme of this entire city. Right, is that you may want to leave, but it'd be irresponsible for you to leave your family behind.
So we're guilt-tripping them into staying.
Yeah, and sometimes we're guilt-tripping them into tripping here, right? It's like we have a guilt tourist department, like your mother lives here, you should really visit and then never leave. Like, would you leave your mother alone here? It's actually one of the things they do. So, once we got an initial seed population, things got really good. All right, so that should help a little bit there. These people don't have power, but they will as soon as this building gets built. Hey, look, we're a big town. We have taxation policies.
Population of 5,500.
Yeah,
now,
can you believe...
Funnily enough, I did have an argument with someone recently about whether the place that I am from qualifies as a city. Because medievally, it is technically qualified as a market town.
What is the difference?
Well, a market town is basically just a small town that can hold a market. There's just, like, market stalls everywhere, and they do that, like, every Sunday still to this day.
Wow.
But I actually found this out. Apparently, city status can only be, like, granted by the Queen. Really. The Queen is the only person who gets to decide what is a city in England, apparently.
Have you guys ever thought that maybe this queen thing has run its course, and while it was an excellent status earlier... I don't mean to be offensive in asking that question, but I genuinely wonder sometimes. So we're just going to build in some high-density commercial here, and then look, we actually have high-density residential now, which is just, let's really pack the people in here. Right? Can you think about... So this is like a place where you're going to be living next to, like, Costco's and stuff. I don't know if you have... Do you have an equivalent of Costco there? Like, super, super dense...
We do have an extension from Walmart here. I know that much.
Oh, you do have Walmart there. Wow.
We don't have Walmart itself, but we have one of its subsidiaries.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that.
It's either Tesco or Sainsbury's. I can't remember which. Other supermarkets are available, of course.
Other supermarkets pending. All right, there we go. We're getting power into the region. We'll bulldoze this in a bit. Although just leaving it there is kind of, I mean, like, it adds a certain je ne sais quoi. Right, you're going do-do-do-do. Oh, did I accidentally bulldoze that? I'm sorry for ruining your day. I'm terribly sorry. We gotta fix that. I'm sorry. I can't leave it behind. Yeah, I think that actually once... Let's just go ahead and... Like, once we've actually brought power over, it should be fine. So we can go like this. That's fine. And then we gotta fix this. Because that's not acceptable. They can't... First of all, what will the denizens, the denizens of the sky, as they call themselves, the lawless Zonites, what will they do?
The lords of the sky. One might even go so far as to call them the Sky Lords.
Let me go like this.
If you really wanted to make people cry, anyways.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I can replace this now. I think I've really gone and done it. Is there an undo button? Control Z? Because this may be really bad. And then I think the problem is that I'm kind of like honor bound not to bulldoze this.
Is there any way to put like housing and residential and such that high up?
I wish.
Can you connect houses directly to the sky bridge?
I wish. I have to
or can we just turn it into some kind of like Mad Max area?
I mean, explain to me how it's not a Mad Max area.
It doesn't allow pets.
Well, you know, you're right. I hadn't even thought of that, but you're right. And here we are redoing this whole thing, wasting a ton of money, because...
I just love that the only thing that I can think of to distinguish the Skybridge from Mad Max is that it doesn't allow pets.
I like that too. Oh, god damn it!
Because pets do turn up in Mad Max.
Yeah. I mean, like, literally Mad Max is a slightly superior environment. Okay, we have to redo this again!